Number one, take it to a coffee shop because you'd be done 30, 45 minutes. It's relatively quiet. You can talk inside. A lot of times they have a patio outside. It's very easy to do. Another thing is you can say, you don't have to pick her up. Say, can you meet me here? Then y'all can go your separate ways. If it doesn't go that well, you can just mutually leave. You don't have to stay there for a while and be bored and then have to take her home, and it's just weird. You just say, hey, I'll see you later, and that's it. So that's something you can do. Done that before, worked just fine. Okay. Second thing I would say that you could do as a first date is take her to putt-putt golf. It's very easy, it's interactive, it gives you something to talk about, gives you plenty of time to chat about stuff. That's about an hour activity. Very entertaining, very fun, gives you competitive nature about what's going on, chatting, talking. Very easy. Putt-putt golf, wonderful activity. Number 3 is a museum. Any kind of museum is wonderful. It gives you something to talk about. You look at the art, talk about the art, walk around. It's really unique. I actually really enjoy that. I've done that before on a date as well, and it worked out just fine. Okay, and number 4, I would say that you could always try to figure out, as far as if you want to do an actual date, not one to like start out with, if you want to do an actual first date, not something really quick, but you're looking more for more time, as far as what you want to do, look at a local event in your area, and if she likes that, for example, say, hey, like this event's going on, would you like to go with me? Give her the date and the time, and she says yeah, then you're going to be there pretty much a lot longer than the other ones that I mentioned, because it's an event most of the time. So, and if it goes well, you could even plan to go to dinner after, or you could plan to do something after that, okay? Second date, which would be a good thing more likely than not, because like I said, if you're going to invest money, that's something you want to do. And these are things that pretty much are relatively inexpensive. They're not going to cost you a lot of money. That's more or less what you're looking for in the first date. You don't want to go and take a woman out to a very expensive restaurant on the first date. That leaves a bad impression. For example, if you treat someone really, really like lovely and wonderful, and then it's all a facade, and then later she finds out you're not like that, she's going to think you changed and you're rude, and then she gets like a misconception of who you are, and you definitely don't want to do that. The last thing that I'd recommend is, if you have like a historic thing around you, as far as you have historic monuments, or you have a river, or something along that line, like here in San Antonio you can go kayaking in the river. In Austin you can go kayaking. That's a wonderful activity. You can also go to like the Tower of America here in San Antonio. You go up and you can look, and it circles around as an observation deck. You can walk around and look at all the city. We had the Mission Trail where you can ride a bike, ride around, look at all the old Spanish missions. Those are just really local things. If you had that kind of availability to you, that's also a really easy date idea, and they're relatively inexpensive to do that. So that's definitely something that you want to keep in mind. My last tip is, instead of a coffee shop, you could also take to like an ice cream or gelato shop, or even a wine tasting event. These are my first date ideas. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them down below and tell me your first date ideas. Thank you for visiting The Fellow Gent. And if you haven't earned your subscription yet, hopefully it's the day that I do so. And y'all have a nice day.